guest with her, Takahashi Tamori, and she's going to tell us more about this amazing Tree of Hope.
Thank you, Porter, and welcome. And we are really happy that you're here for this wonderful event. Hope, isn't that the most wonderful word? It is so powerful and it motivates so many wishes. That's the basic premise behind this tree. The tree was inspired by the story of Sadako Sasaki, a little girl of 12 who became ill in Hiroshima due to the bomb that was dropped at that time. She had heard of the story of the legend of 1,000 cranes. The legend is, if you have a wish you would like to have come true, you fold 1,000 cranes and your wish will be granted. Sadly, she passed after completing 644 cranes. But her determination lived on through her fellow classmates, who went ahead and completed the rest of 1,000 cranes. It is because of her courageous story that the origami crane achieved significance as a symbol of peace and hope. And that is why we chose to adorn this tree of hope with origami cranes, each with a wish written on its wings. It inspired this beautiful tree, this tree of hope. Tonight, we have the good fortune of having a very special guest. Before I introduce him, I would like to acknowledge several people that are key in the production of this tree. I'd like to introduce, we have Karen Kai, my sister Vicky Mihara Avery, and June Sakamoto. These three are key in helping to complete a lot of the folding that needed to be done with over 5,000 ornaments that are adorning this tree. It's really quite amazing. Thank you so much. They're right over there. Thank you. And tonight we have the good fortune of having a very special guest with us. His name is Takashi Tanemori, a survivor of the Hiroshima bombing. His story is just as compelling as Sadako's. 8 years old, he was playing hide and seek with his classmates when the bomb fell. His school was a mile away from Ground Zero. Though his entire family was killed, Takashi survived as the youngest in his family. Life as an orphan was not easy. And then when he was 18, he immigrated to California to work in the fields of Delano. Having experienced extreme discrimination, both in Japan and the US, Takashi eventually discovered through an epiphany in 1985 that the only path to peace is through forgiveness. Today, Takashi's purpose in life is exposing and defeating what has come to be mankind's greatest enemy, fear and hatred that causes darkness in the human heart. He is the founder of the Silkworm Peace Movement, a nonprofit organization dedicated to international peace. He fosters forgiveness and teaches others to overcome barriers through his own example. Mr. Tanemori is active in the World March for Peace and Nonviolence. This is the largest peace march in human history, spanning over 99,000 miles and crossing 6 continents. San Francisco happens to be their only stop here in North America. This march was recently endorsed by the city of San Francisco, and its key message is to ask for the elimination of all nuclear weapons. It is a symbolic march of hope, the message of this evening. May I now introduce Mr. Takashi Tanemori.
I'm not able to see you because of my limited visions caused by the radiating ember of Hiroshima. It was night before the bombing of Hiroshima on August 5th, 1945. My family was a happy family. My parents, grandparents, and 5 other siblings. We had the laughter and wonderful life in the city of Hiroshima. All of a sudden, the screeching silence and the searchlights scraped the skies, and the city of Hiroshima went pitch dark. My family and my neighbors ran into the bomb shelters. It was that night I saw the vision of crane. I called one mighty as 1,000 crane, Senbazuru. He showed me, Takashi, this is your life for next 40 years. 40 long years. In this, I was riding on the wings of Senbazuru. He showed me frame by frame for my life for 40 years. And the end of the vision, I saw the flash in the sky.